Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News at 5 p.m. Coverage you can count on.
We know our dollars aren't going as far as they once did, and those trying to steal are hurting everyone. When an employee steals from a store, it ultimately raises the prices for all of us. But new high-tech surveillance is helping to catch those inside jobs. Consumer investigator Jim Strickland with us now, having a look.
Justin, people in the retail industry call this shrinkage, inventory that just disappears, and usually that means it's stolen, and they make us pay for it. We're about to show you one high-tech way that retailers are catching crooks in the act.
Watch as the cashier keeps a second item behind as she scans only the item in front.
This is surveillance video of a theft technique called the two at a time. The clerk had 2 items in her hand but scanned only one. It's just one way employees rip off their employers, and you pay for it. Georgia State professor Dean Dabney studies retail theft.
When shrinkage rates go up, profit margins go down, so they have to adjust that in some way, and that comes across in pricing.
Research shows 1 in 4 retail employees is involved in some kind of theft.
Watch as the cashier picks up the item, goes way over the scanner with it.
The cashier and customer are a team in a game called sweethearting. The clerk purposely does not scan all the items in the order. Sweethearting alone costs retailers $13 billion in losses. One of the Metro's largest ever cases of sweethearting happened here. Several years ago, police charged more than 40 high schoolers with pilfering about $60,000 worth of merchandise from the Walmart that used to be located in this strip mall off State Bridge Road. Many of those high schoolers were cashiers. Companies are now investing in gear to look over their cashiers' shoulders.
I used to develop systems for looking for terrorists in airports, and I've taken some of those ideas, morphed them around, and basically we figured out a way to identify sweethearting.
Kundu says his software called StopLift can spot suspicious activity at the cash register.
It's watching it for you. The software is sitting there analyzing the video. It's actually doing what's called 3D human body pose recognition. So it's actually analyzing what the human is doing, how they're interacting with the different pieces of merchandise, what they're ringing up, what they're not.
Retailers compare the videotape transactions with the register receipts. It's then up to the stores to take action. Dabney says retailers need the technology because not every hire is going to be an angel.
We're only paying these folks minimum or slightly over minimum wage, and there's a great deal of turnover there, and we know that turnover predicts employee theft and employee deviance.
A company in Boston tested StopLift system in its supermarkets for a year and caught up to 20% of its employees sweethearting. Mr. Kandu says right now several Georgia retailers are looking to buy his StopLift software.